Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home.
Today we have a vintage Penguin Cygnus roller petrol lighter. This is an aluminum block lighter with an enameled emblem for the White Horse Cellar, established 1742. And this video is going to be a little bit different, a little behind the scenes, taking photos to list some lighters for sale on eBay. All of that, of course, is facilitated through our website, dependableflame.com. That is dependableflame.com/current eBay listings. Anyway, I was taking pictures of a few more of my personal collection of Cygnus petrol lighters, which I guess I might as well show you all of the others that I am planning on taking pictures of to list and sell. This 2-panel advertiser, the pennant and the text on the back for Pacific Transport Lines. We've got really cool 2-color advertiser for Victory Optical. Then the Southern Motors Inc. And then this hobnail with the brass insert. Not sure if that at one time had paint on it or not. As lightly as the lighter has been worn, I would think that this particular lighter did not have paint, although I've got one that does, a different scene that's depicted, but I do have a very similar gold tone Cygnus that has a brass insert just like that is painted. I think that perhaps some were and some were not. And that one, those are all Cygnus. At this time, I'm going to keep what I have dubbed the Cygnus adjacent portion of my personal collection, as there are only 3 in that portion of my collection, and 2 of them are in pretty bad shape, pretty rough shape, I should say. Just not that they don't function well, but that where this White Horse Cellar lighter that you see here does have wear, scratches, scuffs. We can maybe get some better light here in this box than we typically get on our video set. I don't know, it might be worse in some ways. But the 2 of those Penguin Cygnus adjacent lighters that I have are very worn, wouldn't fetch a whole lot of money anyway. So I'm keeping those as part of my collection, but I am thinning down some of these others. Of course, the ones that have been gifts from fellow collectors, those will be a permanent part of my collection. There's no way that I'm ever going to sell any of those. Lighters that have been given to me by friends who I have made along the way. People like Sean in England and Bill Calkins right here in the U.S. and Friedrich Deal was the last gift lighter, Cygnus lighter that I received. I'd have to go back and think. I hope I'm not missing anybody there, but those 3 were definitely gifts. Sean gave me the table model that converts to a pocket model. Bill, it was the bear emblem, gold tone table lighter. And the one that Friedrich sent, it was also an advertiser gold tone table model. So this lighter is marked Penguin Cygnus, patent PAT period 364149, Japan. The fuel screw has a nice rubber seal that appears to be intact. Spare flint compartment, which is clear of flint dust and contains a spare flint. While we have this in here, and this is why I went to YouTube to look for the original video for this lighter and then discovered that it did not exist. As a lot of times if I'm taking pictures well after I've fueled up the lighter, then I would just go over to YouTube and do a screen grab from a video. I got over to YouTube and searched the terms that I thought would bring up this White Horse Cellar Cygnus lighter. Sorry for the poor quality video on some of this. There's just no way for my hand not to be in the way with this all inside of this light box. So we've got 2 squirts and about half of another one. And it actually looks like our fuel is standing there, so I'm going to shake this out off camera. So now we have it fueled up, and that's what I was explaining is that's when I realized that I never made a video for just showing off this lighter, because that's the whole reason I created this channel in the first place, was so that I could make these little videos. Well, they started out as little videos, about a minute or so each, and now that has expanded to, I don't know, 8 to 15 minutes. But I needed a video to embed into the eBay listing where this lighter is going to be sold. You can get to those listings from our website, dependableflame.com/current eBay listings. But anyway, I went over there to find the video on YouTube so that I could grab a screenshot of this lighter lit so that I could include that in the listing photos, because that has always been an important thing to me too. All of the lighters that I sell are working, reliable lighters. If they are not, then they're going to be clearly stated as such, and probably not even sold individually. Probably at that point sold off in lots, because that's just the way I've always done it. That's what this channel is always about, is taking an old machine from the last century, something that a lot of people see as outdated and not even relevant to the world we live in today. But with just a little bit of effort, you can take an old tool like this and put it back into use. It's a whole lot nicer to use a refillable metal lighter that might possibly last you a lifetime, as opposed to a cheap piece of plastic that was convenient for you to purchase at the time. So this one will be listed soon, along with some of the others that I showed there. And glad to give you a little behind the scenes. It's my light box. I a lot of times will use a different color matte, but was just trying to use the box itself because it was so pristine white looking. So keep your eye out for these listings, and one of these Cygnus lighters could be lighting up your smoke soon. Until next time.